Everybody, welcome to Fantasy Football Live. I'm TJ Jefferson. I'm here with the fantasy consultant, Nathan Zagura. We want to get you ready for week 5 of the NFL season by letting you know who our sits of the week are. So Nathan, who are you putting on the bench this week?
Well, starting at the quarterback position, you're going to want to sit Trent Edwards. Edwards struggling mightily for the Bills right now. Just 348 yards passing with 1 touchdown and 4 picks in his last 2 games. Now the Bills host the Browns, and the Clowns not too good at stopping the run, giving up 177 yards per game, second most in the league. So look for Buffalo to try to grind this one out, running it a lot with Lynch and Jackson. Keep Trent Edwards reserved because I think he's going to have pretty modest totals, and frankly, he hasn't been that good to begin with.
Good point. Now, running back. Which running back should have a seat next to you on the couch this week?
Well, this is a guy who's been excellent this year. I'm talking about Cedric Benson, arguably one of the best mid-round values in your draft so far. Benson running great for the Bengals, but this week, the matchup just too tough against the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens, the #1 run defense in the NFL, giving up just 59 yards per game on 2.6 yards per carry. And to make matters even worse, you have to go back to 2007 to find a running back who scored on the ground at Baltimore. And during that span, only 3 running backs topped 50 yards and none even reached 80. Those aren't good numbers for Ced Benson. As they say, the trend is your friend, so sit him down.
2007, that's amazing. Now, which wide receiver should take a seat on the pine this week?
Well, the wide receiver sit of the week so far is going to be, and I know it could be a surprise to everybody, is Derek Mason. How could Joe Flacco be the starting quarterback but Mason the sit? Well, listen and learn. So far this year, Cincinnati has shown the ability to take away 1 wide receiver in every game. Week 1, Brandon Marshall, 4 catches, 27 yards. Week 2, Greg Jennings, donut. Week 3, Santonio Holmes, 1 catch, 18 yards. And Week 4, Braylon Edwards, donut. He was traded after that performance. So what it comes down to is that they have the ability to stop 1 receiver, and if you're facing the Ravens, the receiver you're going to want to stop is Derek Mason. So look for them to focus their defensive attention on him. The other Ravens are going to have to pick up the slack, but Mason, not a great play this week, so I would sit him down.
Now, which tight end should be having a seat on your bench this week?
Well, if you're still holding on to Anthony Fasano, don't cut him. Go get one of the waiver tight ends we talked about, like Keith Miller or Vernon Davis. Fasano, despite being ranked the #3 tight end by Sports Illustrated earlier in the year, stinks. 4 catches, 18 yards on the season, 2 fumbles. That is not going to get it done. So he needs to sit on the pine. And frankly, you could send him out to the scrap heap as well. I think he's done for the year.
Wow. Okay. Now, which defense should we not be starting this week in Week 5?
You know, the Denver Broncos have been great, near the league lead in sacks, points allowed, yards allowed, playing fantastic football, but they've really only played through 4 weeks 2 legitimate NFL teams. Take out the Raiders, take out the Clowns. Other than that, they face Dallas and Cincinnati. Cincinnati not in sync really in Week 1. Dallas last week not in sync at all. They looked ugly. Well, now they get a real test. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, who are coming off of back-to-back wins against a very good Atlanta Falcons team and a very good Baltimore Ravens team. They're starting to get that offense in sync. Randy Moss caught his first touchdown last week. So far, the Denver Broncos have not allowed a single passing touchdown this year. That will change this week, and they're a defense who is very good for the rest of the year, but I would sit them this week given the tough matchup.
So there you have it. Those are our Week 5 sits of the week. For my man Nathan Zagura, the fantasy consultant, I'm TJ Jefferson. We'll see you next week, and good luck. Fantasy Football Live.